Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Chelsea with Scott Loray Marketing. Today, we're going to be talking about our paid ads. So, just a few housekeeping items. We do have a chat box. If you have any questions during the duration of our training today, feel free to put all of your questions in the chat box, and I will do my best at the end of class to get back to get those answered for you. Now, we do have a YouTube channel, Scott Loray Marketing. We would highly suggest checking that out. It has more specific, detailed videos on other topics that we are not going to review today. You can go to that YouTube page, type in any of the command platforms, topics, etc., in our YouTube page, and you will find either a training or a tip video about that. And as always, you can email us support@scottleroymarketing.com that I just put in the chat box for you. So anything else that comes up, anything you need assistance with or more clarity on, feel free to email us and we will make sure to take care of you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our paid ads class. So, of course, to get started, we're going to go to our command. We are going to go to agent.kw.com. It is going to bring up our command screen as you see here. You are going to put in your username and your password. Your username is not case sensitive, however, your password is. So if you're running into any issues logging in, you do, of course, have this eyeball right here that will show you what these characters are. Just know that if you have a space before or after your password, or if any capital letters are not capitalized, you may have some issues signing in. So we'll go ahead and click sign in. And that's going to bring us to our command screen. So this is our command dashboard. We do have a really great command overview class every Monday at 1 p.m. So just keep that in mind as well. It is going to go over the basics of the system as well as all of the applets on this left-hand side. So today we are just talking about paid ads. So that's all that we're going to discuss today. Now, before we get into the actual paid ads applet over on the left-hand side, we are going to take a look at our settings just to see how everything is set up appropriately before we get started with our actual ads. So in order to do that, we're going to go over to the top right. You're going to see your name and your headshot. We'll go ahead and click on that, and then we're going to come down into our settings. Now, when we click on settings, this is going to bring us into our integrations page. This is going to show you all of the connected applications within Command. So you're going to see all of these third-party applications. You'll see the name on the left-hand side. You'll see the status in the middle of whether it is connected or not. And then on the right-hand side, you have the ability to manage the connection. So as you see here, you're going to see that we have Instagram and we have Facebook Ads Manager as well as Facebook Post Scheduling. So today we are going to be talking about our Ads Manager. Now, we do already have an account connected. Um, let's see. Let's see if it's actually going to let me do it today. So, and you are going to notice that it did actually move. So you used to be able to just manage it right from here, but now the ads manager has updated. So this is one place where you are able to get right into those settings. And it's going to be right through this paid ad settings button right here. So when we go ahead and click on that, it's going to bring us right into our campaigns. There we go. So when we click on this, this is going to show us all of the connected Facebook pages that we have to be able to run our paid ads through. So you can see that we already do have some Facebook pages that are linked. So this is what it's going to look like if you have already linked your page, and it will show you that confirmation button right here. Now you can also click on these three dots here where you can then either set it as a default or you can unlink the page. Now, if you do not have anything added, you're going to see at the top, you have your add Facebook page here. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Then it's going to have you just confirm that you want to proceed by being redirected to another website within Facebook. We'll go ahead and click on continue with Facebook. And then it's going to have you put in your Facebook information. So we already had ours connected. However, I have not actually connected it yet. So you'll go ahead, put your Facebook information in, keeping in mind that if you recently have just created your Facebook page, you will have to wait about 48 hours for this to even pop up. So if you have just recently created your Facebook page and you're running into any issues, we would just suggest giving it a little bit of time. Stick with us in here and get the training. However, you might just have to wait to connect that on the back end. So we're going to go ahead, click on continue. It's going to give you the option to choose the businesses that you want the campaign within Command to have access to. So you can have it opt in to either all current and future businesses or only your current businesses that you have connected to your Facebook. So just keep that in mind. What this is going to mean is if you have different business pages based off of, you have one for real estate and you have one for maybe another business you have on the side, or anything like that, this is going to mean that it will give that campaign access to all of those businesses. So just keep that in mind, whichever one actually fits what you are looking for. So we are going to just click on that. We'll click continue. We'll click continue again. Then it's going to review what it is requesting permission to do. So it's requesting permission to manage your business, access leads for your page, read content posted on the page, manage your accounts, and show a list of the pages that you manage. So we are going to click save. And now it's saying that we have been connected to our Campaign Connect. We'll go ahead and click got it. And now it's going to give us an issue because we do not have any pages currently available within our Facebook. So what this is saying is that it wasn't able to actually connect because we do not have a business page. So what that means is you will set up a personal Facebook account, but then you need to set up a business page connected to that personal account in order for it to connect to the paid ads. So in order to do that, I'm going to move my other screen over. So, and I don't have anything, I don't know what any of this stuff is, by the way. So I don't have anything on this page. All right. So once we are in our Facebook, over on the left-hand side, you're going to see where it says pages. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And then we're going to create a new page. This is going to give us the option to then start creating a business page. So we're just going to put in, I can't type today. There we go. Real estate test for SOM. So of course you are going to put in for the page name. We do recommend checking your compliance, and it does differ based off of the market that you're in, the state, etc. So typically you may want to put your name followed by your brokerage name, but of course, in order to have the correct compliance name. So just keep that in mind when you're going to set your page up. And if you're not quite sure, your Market Center staff will definitely have more information on how you should name your business page. And then you can add your biography. We'll go ahead and click create page. Okay, so it's saying at the bottom that now our page was created and we are not, you can see that you can then customize it, adding a profile picture, a cover page, connecting it to WhatsApp. We're going to skip all of this, then adding your friends to it to have engagement. You can set up your notifications and we'll go ahead and click done. So now we have our business page. So you do have then the option to either take a tour. It's going to show you exactly everything that you need here. We're just going to click on not now so that we don't go through that at this time. However, this is going to be your official business page. Now, if you go over to the top right corner, you're going to see that right now we are in our business page. However, if we click see all profiles, this is still going to be connected under your personal account. So you're going to be able to differentiate between the two pages or the two profiles rather, right in that top right corner. So now I'm going to move my page back over to my other screen. We're going to come back into here and let's see if now it's going to allow us to add this Facebook page. So we're going to try to reestablish this connection. And now our Facebook page has come up because we created that business page. So if we go to the drop down, we only created one. So that is the only one that is available. We'll click next. And there we go. We have our green banner of success at the top saying that our page has been successfully linked. Now we can go ahead and click continue to accept. It's going to give us some information about lead data, etc., that you can read through. We'll go ahead and click accept. So this means that the lead ad terms have been accepted for our business page. And then going back into our command, so I'm just going to click out of this, X out of that. Now you're going to see that it has brought us into our programs to be able to start creating our ad. So over on the left-hand side, it just brought us up to our programs. We were initially right here where it says Facebook pages. So if we go and click back on that, you're going to see that now we have successfully linked our business page to our paid ads to start creating these ads to go directly to our Facebook business page. So it's always really great when it works seamlessly. So that's awesome. So now before we get into this, I'm just going to we're going to click our back to campaigns button. And this is bringing us, actually, let's just go back home. So we're going to go back to the top right. We're going to click on our settings. And if we scroll down, oh, did I skip it? Yeah, I did. So you will then see, this one has a different name currently, but you will see that it has been connected. So this Facebook Ads Manager will then change from not connected to connected, and it will show your account there. So again, that was the first way that we got to that, was by clicking on this link right below paid ads to get into our paid ads setting. Now, if we wanted to go into our paid ads from our dashboard, we're going to go back to home. And then we're going to go over to the top left. We'll click on this just to expand all of our icons so we can actually see what they are. And we're going to go into our campaigns. Now, when we click on this, this is bringing us into our campaigns dashboard. So here you're going to see all of your links over on the right-hand side, really great ways to get started. So this is, the first one is allowing you to manage your social posts and your email channels. The second one is the one that we were redirected to from our settings page. So this is where you're able to manage your paid ad channels. And then the next one is going to be your quick start. So you can click on this and it's going to bring you right into this section to start creating your paid ads. Now, before we get into any of that, just scrolling down on our dashboard, you have some quick posts if you need some inspiration. And then there is some tips and training as well. So just to keep, just for your reference, that you do have that available for you. Now, up at the top, you're going to see we do have a few different tabs. This is really just going to be showing us the activity that we have under each of these categories. So I am going to skip around a little bit. If we click on paid ads, this is everything having to do with our paid ads, where you can see some information. And then you can also see all of your paid ad campaigns that were created in the legacy program. So if you are brand new to paid ads and you have not run any of them yet, you will not have anything here. Now, keep in mind, if you do run a new ad in Command, it still is not going to show up here. This is for the existing platform for campaigns. This is where you would be able to see all of your past campaigns. So if you do run an ad and you're looking here and it's like telling you that there's nothing showing up, we just have to look in a different place. So that's just one thing I wanted to point out, because we do get a lot of questions about that, of like, why is it not showing up here? All right. So our next tab up at the top, we have our emails. Um, we have our direct mail and our social posts. So if you do happen to run any of these other campaigns that we're not going to talk about today, but you can just go to any of these tabs and it's just going to show you all of the activity that you have under those particular campaigns. Our last tab over in the right-hand side is going to be our payments. So if we click on this, this is going to allow you to see all of the spending metrics that you have for your paid ads. So you can take a look at that as well. Now, if we are going to, uh, let's talk about how we can actually create our new paid ads. So in order to do that, you do have two options. One option is to click on the Create Campaign button in the top right corner. Now, if we click on that, you're going to see it gives you all of the options to create any of the campaigns that you are interested in creating. Since we are focusing on paid ads, we would click on the Paid Ads campaign. Now, the other way that you can do it is by going into your Paid Ads tab. When you do that, you can click on Quick Start, and that is going to give you the ability to create your paid ad. So if we click on Quick Start, this is bringing us into the new ad campaigns dashboard. So it does look a lot different than the other campaigns dashboard. So if you are seeing this, that means that you are in the new paid ads dashboard, which is the only way to run a paid ad now, since they have updated it. So the first thing we're going to talk about, we have a few options over on the left-hand side. We're going to talk about our dashboard. So if we are looking at this, you're going to see that we have quite a few different options of how we are able to run a paid ad. So you're going to see that we have listing, and then it will show you exactly what it's for under. And then it's going to tell you what that is going to include. So I'm going to explain that a little bit more in just a second. Now, you're also going to see that it has different icons in the top right corner. This is going to indicate where the ad is able to be run. So this is indicating Facebook. This is indicating Instagram. Now, if we go over, we're seeing the same on all of the top. Now, if we get to the second column, or sorry, second row, this G is indicating Google search. So what this means is that when someone goes to Google and they are searching for something, your ad can populate on Google in the search engine ad. Now, as we go over, you're now going to see a new icon. This icon right here is going to be Google AdSense. This is going to indicate when you run a paid ad under one of these that have this icon, this is meaning that it's going to be an advertisement on either the top or the side of an existing website page. So if you have ever gone onto a website and you have seen advertisements that were unrelated to what you were looking at, but something that you still were interested in, that is exactly what that is. So your information, if someone is just searching like things to do in my town, your ad can be on the top of that website that they're looking at, even if it's not your website. Now, the last icon that we have, this is TikTok. So this is a new feature or a new option that was recently rolled out. You will notice that it says US and Canada only. So if you are looking to put up a non-listing video to TikTok, you will want to use this form right here. Now, scrolling back up, we're going to see a few different colors underneath what these actually are. So the blue is going to indicate a Facebook lead form. So you do not have to have a landing page. Facebook will do this for you and request the person's information right through Facebook. So what that means is and this is you're going to get a visual of this once we actually go into the ad. However, while we're on this page, I just want to make sure I explain everything here. So if it's blue, that means the advertisement is automatically going to have the option for people to put their name right in there, their name and their email or their phone number, etc., whatever information that you're looking to get. Now, if you click on one of the options that has this yellow, this is saying it uses your landing page lead form. So you would have to have a landing page outside of Facebook that you want to redirect the customer to in order to put their information on. So that's the difference between these two. Now you'll see, of course, that some of these are different as well. So you're going to have a listing, you'll have a multi-listing, meaning you can put multiple images, a single image non-listing. If you don't want it to be connected to an actual listing, you can attract sellers with this one, maybe attract buyers with this one. If you're looking to recruit agents, if you are in a leadership position, attract sellers, attract buyers, etc. So it really does have every option that you need based off of whatever you are looking for in your ad. Now, the next thing that we're going to go down is to our programs. So on this is going to show you all of the existing ads that you are currently running. So if you run an ad, you will want to check that ad in the programs tab. We have not run an ad yet through my Facebook, so that's why you see nothing here. Next, you have your automations. So this is if you were to put any automations within your ads, those automations would show up here. And again, we're going to go through this once we actually go through the ad. The last thing we're going to talk about is our assets. So if we click on this, again, we have our Facebook pages. This is where you can see which Facebook page you have connected and manage that connection. Next, we have our leads. So if you have any leads that are coming through your paid ad, those leads are going to show up here. And then, of course, you would want to make sure that you run some lead management rules in your settings of your command, just to make sure that these leads are actually going somewhere, whether they're receiving specific smart plan communication, a text message through Twilio, etc. However, that's another class. All to know in this class today is that this is where you are able to manage all of those leads and see all the leads that have come in through your paid ad. Now, the last thing that we have under assets is going to be our media library. So if we click on this, this is where you're able to see all of the existing media that you have previously used in your ads, or you have the ability to add new media, new pictures that you want to add to your ads. So you can click on that. It will open up your computer folder for you to be able to find that particular media that you want to upload. And then lastly, at the bottom, we have some support options. So you can contact support right down here. All right. So next we're going to go into let's go into our program. Let's create a new program. And this is where we are going to create our ad. So you have the option of either choosing a listing or a non-listing, etc., like I've already gone through. Today, we're going to choose a listing. So I'm going to show you how we can run an ad based off an existing listing that we have. So we'll go ahead and let's click single image. Now, this is going to open up the editor for us to start tailoring and creating that our ad based off of how we want it to look. So the first section here is going to be to just make sure that it is the correct Facebook page. And this is a great example of it not being the correct Facebook page, only because we have so many pages that are connected. But if you only have yours, then it's going to automatically populate that. However, if we wanted to change that, we'd click on this drop down and we're going to make sure that it says My Facebook. So now this is going to be on our Facebook page. And again, over on the right-hand side, you're going to see the actual ad preview. So now at the top, it is indicating that this is going to be run on my business page. The next section is going to have us choose our listing that we want to promote. So we will click on the please add your listings here. Now this is going to open up the ability for us to find our listing that is on the MLS. So if your listing is not in the MLS, you're not going to be able to automatically pull it in here. So just keep that in mind. Now you can choose by the filter that you'd like to use, maybe the MLS ID, and then you can go ahead and put that information in. We are just going to, we'll pick this first one just because we do not have a listing. All right, so we connected our listings, or sorry, our listing. And now you're going to see that it started updating on the right-hand side. Oh, does it not have an image with it? All right, let's see if we can get one with a. Okay, let's try this one. See if it populates that image. There we go. Okay, so here is our picture. Now, under targeting, we're going to define our audience. So here you have two options. You can target based off of the listing location, or you can target based off of a custom location. So the listing location is going to be based off of the listing address. Over on the right-hand side, you have a scroll bar to be able to update the radius that you want this to be targeting. So we can either click and drag, or you can just click right in this box and update the amount of miles that you want this to be. Now, sorry, you're going to notice that it must be at least 15 miles. So we're just going to scroll that out. Perfect. Now, if we wanted to do a custom location, we could click on this and it's going to have us put in either the postal code or the city. You can choose up to 10 locations by selecting the zip code or the city. So just keep that in mind as well. So you would just go ahead and start typing them in. And you'll see that it's just starting to populate. Okay, there we go. All right. And obviously you would want the city to be in the city of the listing, but this is just a test. So for our media type, This is what's going to show up on our ad. So you have the option to choose either an image or a video. You can upload a custom image, or you can select one of the images from the MLS. Now, if you click on the drop down, you're going to see that it automatically populates all of the images that are on this listings on the MLS for this listing. So you can go through and choose whichever image you want to be the main focus of this ad. There we go. I mean, you wouldn't want it to be the back, but there we go. We'll go back to 2. All right, so now scrolling down is where we get to personalize our ads messaging. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, there we go. So you're going to see, if we look over on the right-hand side, it has this text right up at the top. That's for the body text. Now this next box is our headline. So we can see the headline is going to be right under here where it says 4-bed, 2-bath. So it is good to look on the right-hand side and see where this text is, just to determine exactly what you feel is appropriate to put in the messaging. Now, one of the things that's really cool is it does have this magic writing stuff, so that if we click in this box, it gives us the option to just add any of these descriptors that you see. So it will automatically pull this information in based off of what is in the MLS. So it's just allowing you to do a little less work and just making sure that everything is the same from your ad and your MLS. So now if we wanted to do oh no, we already did the price. Let's see. Listing, oops. Let's go ahead. Oh, we're missing that data. What about county? Okay, so if we just happen to want to add the county, you're going to see over on the right-hand side, now it has added the county. And you can update any of this information too. So if we wanted to say like great opportunity, it does take a little bit to populate, but now you'll see that that has automatically updated. Now, if we wanted to change our headline, this is again going to be right at the bottom of our page. So we could go ahead and add our county again. We can add, let's see, the school district, if you know that is a big sell for this particular property. And it looks like it's just providing the number of the school district, but anyway, you get the idea that you can add any of this stuff. Now you can also add emojis. If you click on this happy face here, you're going to see that you can add anything that you want. So we'll add a smiley face. And we will see that now that has been added. So emojis are a really great way just to be able to gain the attention of someone who is scrolling. It just kind of, that image or that emoji rather, just kind of like pops out. Now, the other thing that you're going to see in both of our boxes is going to be this little magic wand right here. This is going to be an AI option. So you have the ability to have AI write this for you. Now you can have information already in here, and then you can go ahead and change the style, whether you want it to be artistic, practical, vibrant, emotional. Let's try vibrant. Okay, there we go. So now you're going to see that it did expand that a little bit. So it's live your best life in this 4-bed, 2-bath home located in desirable school district. And then if we didn't really quite like that, we wanted to just update it a little bit, we could click this suggest with AI for it to be able to refresh. So now it is charming 2-bedroom, 2-bath, single family home in historic Oaks neighborhood, only $433. Let's go ahead and apply that. I don't know how much space we really have here. Okay, well, there we go. So now you're going to see that it has updated that. So that's how we're able to personalize the ads message. Now, the next thing is the important part that we have here. So, because we clicked on our Facebook ad it had that blue color, it was indicating that the lead form was going to be on here from Facebook. This is exactly what that was talking about. So, what this means is when someone's looking at this ad, if they want more information, they're able to click learn more and it's going to have them put their information in so you can then reach out to them. So that's what the lead form is designed to do. Now, this box here is showing the lead submission destination. So when a lead puts their information in, where is that going? Like, where are they going to end up? So you can either have them end up at a URL and you can have them go to your website. You can have them go to maybe, I mean, whatever you really want, your Calendly link if you want them to then book a call, anything like that. You can go ahead and put that URL in, or you can send them right to a landing page. A landing page is going to be a standalone page that you can create. An example is going to be an open house landing page or a listing landing page where it's just a one page website essentially that is going to give you all the information on a particular topic. So, for example, this listing. Now, if we wanted to choose the landing page, we'll click on this drop down. It's going to show us all of the landing pages that we have already created within our consumer app of Command. So if you have not yet created a landing page, you might not be able to see anything here. But we do have a website training, a training class that is going to show you exactly how you can create landing pages. So once we do have our landing pages set up, let's say if they click learn more, they put their information in, we want them to end up at, let's say that this was actually the same property. We want them to go to this landing page that's going to provide all of the information for them about this, where they can get more information, et cetera, et cetera. Now, our lead settings, this is going to be how leads are managed and tagged. So let's say we had a customer, they click on learn more, they put their information in, they're really excited about this property. Then what happens? This is going to determine what happens with that lead. So we can go ahead and add a tag. Let's say, obviously, they're a buyer because they're interested in this property. So we're going to, I know we have a buyer tag. There we go. We're going to click on the buyer tag. So what this means is as soon as we get their information, they are going to get tagged as a buyer in our contact database. Let's say, I don't think we have one here. Okay, we'll create a new tag that says Johnson because that is let's just say that that was the neighborhood that they wanted to be in. So now we know that we can tag them as this particular neighborhood. So they are going to automatically have these tags assigned to them. Now, the other thing that we can do is automatically assign them to a smart plan so that they are automatically getting communication set up for them without you having to do any of the manual labor. So it's a really great way for these leads to come in and automatically be getting nurtured and getting that information from you. So if we click on this drop down, it's going to show us all of the smart plans that we already have in our smart plan database. So if you have not already played around with smart plans and added them to your library, you will have to do that. And we do have a training video on that as well. So we're going to go ahead and click on, let's see, my 8x8 new contact engagement. So this lead is going to come in. They are going to get these two tags and they're automatically going to get assigned to our 8x8 new contact engagement. And of course, you will want to make sure that that is the appropriate smart plan based off of whatever communication that that is showing. But that is how you are able to have that lead communicated to. And this is probably going to be an 8-week period. Um, so even if they decide that they're not really interested in this house right away from this ad, you now have their information and they're getting 8 weeks of communication from you so that if another ad or, if they are still interested, they're going to reach out to you for other properties. So, this is a really, really great, important step of the paid ads. Now, the last thing that we're going to see is our compliance. So, any compliance pieces that you need to be in your ad, of course, you'll want to reach out to your market center staff, but you do have either the default or the custom option. The default is just going to go based off of whatever compliance pieces are in your KW profile, in your your profile in your settings, or you can click on custom, and that's going to have you select from the media library a DBA logo that you have to have in your compliance. So we're just going to stick with default. We're going to look over on the right hand side. It's going to show us our ad preview. It will confirm where this ad is going to go. So we see it going to Facebook and to Instagram. We see that it is going to our Facebook page. It's a sponsored post. It's going to have this particular messaging that we put in with the correct picture. We have our learn more right here for them to be able to put their information and get more information about this listing. Now, when we click on proceed to last step, this is going to be how we set the duration, the budget, and we pay for the ad to start running. So the top is going to be the duration. You can pick how long you want the ad to run for. Just keep in mind that it can take up to 24 hours to launch based on the publish date. So if we wanted it to start running tomorrow until, let's say we're having an open house this weekend. So we're going to start it tomorrow and we're going to run it until Sunday. Now you can set your budget. So you can either just rewrite the budget right in this box here, or you can scroll it based off of whatever you want, keeping in mind that you do have to spend a certain amount based off of the days. So we cannot spend $2 because we have a 4-day ad. So there's just not enough of a breakdown for it to be a daily ad for that long of a time. So we'll go to, let's do $20. Oh, no. $20. So this is breaking down that our daily spend is going to be $5 a day because it's running for I guess three days. Okay. And then you're going to put your billing information. So you'll put your card information, a promo code if you happen to have one of those, and then you'll go ahead and click purchase now, and it will start, and it will then I don't think it's gonna I have to enter a card number, so it won't do anything, but then it will send and publish that ad out. Now, once that program has been published, you can go back into this program. Let's go ahead and you are going to see that ad right here. So it's going to tell you the status, the name, the theme, the type of the ad, the budget, the start date, and the end date. And then, of course, any leads that are coming through are going to be in this section right here under leads as well. So you have a few places where you're able to see all of the information from your program. All right. Well, I think that was everything that we have for our paid ads. I know we went through that really quickly, but hopefully that gave you a really good understanding and overview of how paid ads work. So thank you all again for joining us for our paid ads class today. Like I said, we do have our YouTube page, Scott Lorre Marketing on YouTube, where you can go and search for any of the topics, things that we've spoke about. So smart plans is a great one for you to search, command overview, dashboard, contacts, anything like that, where you need a little, you want more information, go check out our YouTube page and we have all of that there for you. As always, you can email us at support at scottloraymarketing.com. And this recording will be out on our YouTube later for you to check out again as a reminder in order to run your paid ads. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next time.